So we had been deployed to Afghanistan for about 3.5 months. We had been out on numerous foot patrols and conducted various different missions and operations. We had come into contact with the enemy on numerous occasions and had several firefights in that time. But on the early hours of Christmas Eve morning, myself and some friends were called up to the headquarters compound of Forward Operating Base Robinson, and we were given a brief on what was to be our next foot patrol. Now, the idea of this patrol was, it was very, very basic compared to what we had done before, and effectively we were told to leave the rear entrance of our camp in 2 groups with 8 men in each group. One would go north, one would go south. We were told then to patrol the immediate perimeter of the camp, pushing no more than 300 meters from the perimeter wall, and then meet at the front entrance of the camp. So now the opposite side, where we would finish up for the day and close things down. So compared to what we had been doing for the 3 months prior to this was very, very basic, low-level infantry style soldiering. And we hadn't been given any extra intelligence to give us any extra cause for concern. So the time came and they opened up the rear entrance of the camp. I was second in command of the group that went north. The other guys went south. We went out and patrolled the area for about 4 or 5 hours. And then we both found ourselves at the opposite side of camp. So now at the front entrance, ready to finish up for the day. Now, the group that I was in were on this high feature, this high piece of ground, what we call the North Fort. Just down beneath us was Forward Operating Base Robinson. And then down beneath that, further still, was the other group of men that we had left with earlier in the day. So tactically, being on high ground, we're in a very advantageous position because not only can we see everything around us, but in a firefight, it's a lot easier to fight going down a hill than it is up. So our job in that situation is to give what we call overwatch, basically a form of protection for those other men. They would go back into camp, they would get behind the perimeter wall where they were safer, they would return the favor and provide protection for us. We'd peel off the high feature, go back into camp and finish up for the day.
If you're wondering where that clip came from, check out the full episode on our YouTube channel.